Berarti suara sudah bisa masuk nih. Boleh apa-apa nak udah. Kurang no. Saya masak golek aneh.
Selamat pagi.
Stiker.
Selamat pagi panitia.
Selamat pagi.
Pagi sekali ikut bergabung.
Ya, terima kasih Bapak Ibu yang telah bergabung.
Ya, siap.
Oh, ini Prof. Trijoko ini yang
Siap dan siap ikut.
matur nuwun Prof.
Siap dan siap, matur nuwun. Saya ikuti terus. Matur nuwun.
Nggih, matur nuwun.
Mana gambarnya Prof. Tri?
Ya, sebentar. Nah, kita cari-cari nih gambarnya.
Baik, Bapak Ibu yang telah bergabung di Zoom meeting untuk webinar kerjasama pada pagi hari ini. Mungkin dalam beberapa menit, 5 menit kita akan mulai webinar. Kami umumkan sekali lagi untuk pada saat nanti setelah di tengah-tengah presentasi, panitia akan mematikan seluruh fungsi audio kecuali untuk speaker atau narasumber yang akan berbicara. Jadi saya harap Bapak Ibu juga dapat menonaktifkan suara atau mute ya.
Siap.
For the participants from Thailand, Malaysia, and China, please mute your audio while the speakers are presenting in the middle of the presentation. And please write your questions. If you have a questions, please write your questions after the presentations in the chat room. Ya, nanti Bapak Ibu semisal ada pertanyaan setelah presentasi selesai, Bapak Ibu dapat menuliskan pertanyaan di ruang obrolan ya, di chat room. Nah, kami juga menyiarkan secara langsung untuk webinar pada pagi ini di YouTube ya. So we are streaming live now our webinar in this morning in channel UNES. Jadi mungkin misalnya Bapak Ibu yang tidak sempat untuk stay lama, mungkin dapat di dalam Zoom, mungkin dapat mengakses atau melihat webinar pada pagi hari ini secara langsung di YouTube. So if you don't have any space time, if you don't have any spare time to attend this webinar until this afternoon, maybe you can watch our webinar live on YouTube, on channel YouTube. So you can check in the left upside, yeah, in this, on the screen, you can click the live on YouTube, yeah, live on YouTube. Baik Bapak Ibu yang kami hormati, kita akan mulai untuk webinar pada pagi hari ini. We cordially invite you to be on screen because this occasion will proceed in no time. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Selamat pagi, good morning ladies and gentlemen. The Honorable Vice Rectors of Universitas Negeri Semarang and all of the executive boards. We would like to say hello to Bapak Wakil Dekan, Bapak Ibu Wakil Dekan, Vice Deans, Kajur, the head of departments, Kaprodi, the head of study program, and distinguished guests and participants. And ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Universitas Negeri Semarang, I would like to extend a very warm welcome to the speakers today. The first speaker is Dr. Muhammad Farid Ma'ruf as the Attaché of Education and Culture for the Embassy of the Republic of Indonesia in Kuala Lumpur. For the second speaker, Bapak Insinyur Muhammad Edi Isduyarto MM is as the Director of Human Resources at Pegadaian. Thank you for taking time out and being here today. And dear participants, welcome and thank you for joining Zoom meeting today. And we are holding a webinar with the theme Effective Strategies in Strengthening Successful Partnership for Autonomous Campus Implementation. And ladies and gentlemen, before we begin today's occasion, let us have a prayer. We wish Allah and God will bless this meeting today, all those present, and ready us to make every moment count. Ladies and gentlemen, let the prayer begin. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, the first agenda will be the opening remark by the Rector of Universitas Negeri Semarang, by this time represented by the Acting Vice Rector for Planning and Partnership. For Dr. Hendy Pratama, MA, the time is yours.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
I hope that my voice already been heard. Ladies and gentlemen, before we start, I would like to say hi to some of our partner here, ladies and gentlemen, and we have from Akademi Pariwisata Balai Bahasa Yogyakarta, BPS Statistik of Jatim Province, CV Jasindo, hi, ETSA, HDWG Constance, LKP Kampung Inggris Semarang, LKP Merpati, LKP PT AST Indonesia, PT Cahaya Benteng, PT Taman Media Indonesia, PT Kargil, PT MOI, PT Sukovindo, thank you for your coming. Reksa Pustaka, Sekolah Musik Indonesia, SMA 4, SMA 3 Salatiga, SMP 11 Semarang, hey sir, SMP Negeri 2 Pemalang, Startup Lift Technology, Stephen cabang Singapura, STKIP, Uniska, Universitas 17 Agustus, Universitas Diponegoro, Universitas Lampung, Universitas Maijen Sungkono, Universitas Muhammadiyah Banjarmasin, Universitas Muhammadiyah Kalimantan Timur, Universitas Papua, Universitas Semarang, Universitas Tidar, our friends here, IFI Jakarta, Sekolah Nasional Nusa Putra, SMKN 8, Politeknik Pembangunan Pertanian Yogyakarta, SMA Negeri 3, Magelang, Universitas IVET, and PPLT Semarang. And also we have our friends here from outside Indonesia, our international friends from Katsasat University. We have Supawan Fong Sramsap and Associate Professor Dr. Acara Purakon. We have our friend here from University of Malaysia Kelantan, Prof. Tarmizi, from University Malaysia Pahang, Ferda Ermawan, from University Pendidikan Sultan Idris Malaysia, Haniza Hanim, and Dr. Nur Hazianti Muhammad Khalid, University of Malaya. Is it? Okay. I'm really sorry for the connection, and we have here our friend from Beijing Sport University, China, Pan Mengyang, and also from Putra Raja Farm, Muhammad Saiful Arni. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to start my presentation representing the rector of Universitas Negeri Semarang. I hope that the screen sharing is clear here. Ladies and gentlemen, today the rector delivered his apology because of multiple agendas that he has to attend. So by this particular agenda, I'm representing him. This is the new normal, effective strategies in strengthening successful partnership for autonomous campus implementation. The reason why I mentioned all of our partners here beforehand, because I really appreciate your coming here. It's not easy to have activities in the middle of pandemics, which we have been here for months, and the situation, some of places are improving, some of the places are still at the same point where we begin, and we really hope that it wouldn't get worse anyway. Ladies and gentlemen, today we are here with optimism, and we believe that we will get through this together. But before that, I would like to introduce our university. Probably you have been with us for some times. We have this vision to become a conservation-oriented university with international recognition, a house of science which develops civilization. And this is a good vision, because I think good vision is when it is hard to get and hard to achieve. It makes us work together in the long term. And I think conservation-oriented university is very relevant to what is needed by our planet Earth. And also international recognition is what we are together, what purpose that we are together here today and in the future. Ladies and gentlemen, the location of Indonesia is, we are here in Semarang, the central, the capital city of Central Java. We are 1 hour flight to Jakarta. And I think I always say this to our friends abroad, that we are 1 hour and a half flight to Bali, because sometimes people don't really recognize Indonesia, not to mention Semarang, but most people understand where Bali is. So we are part of Bali, yay. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our milestones of UNES 2020 and 2024. We really hope that in 2024, we would like to have Science Techno Park, where we can produce things based on our research and being sold as a commercial plan, and it should be, let's say, commercialized and let's say proliferated for the public use. At this point, we would like to be an international teaching institute of higher education. Ladies and gentlemen, the reference of the programs from the rector of Universitas Negeri Semarang, Professor Dr. Fatur Rahman. We have 5 reference program. The first one is the human resource development, which is very important, because universities are not all about buildings or labs or classrooms, but we are all about the human resources. Human resources mean that it's also covering the university faculties or the lecturers and also the students. International Teaching Institute of Higher Education, it means that we are focusing on producing teachers because we are one of the 12 teaching universities in Indonesia, the big ones, and we have to revitalize the education of those teachers. Ladies and gentlemen, we also believe in international accreditation and certification. Some people, they don't really believe in accreditation and certification, but we can have this win-win solution and we can meet halfway that international certification and accreditation is quite important because we need standards and people love standard. Ladies and gentlemen, the innovation in publication, we believe that publication is very important, and this publication should be converted into innovation, and that's another question. And the last one is, without good governance and excellent service, be with us now. These are our human resources, and we have almost 34,000 students, and we have 1,150 lecturers, and we have 762 staff members, and we are in the medium-sized university. Some of our senior universities, bigger than us, mostly they have like 50,000 students or 45,000 students. We are here at 35,000 students. We are planning to add more students in the near future. Ladies and gentlemen, we are glad to inform you that we have this accredited university from the accreditation agency in Indonesia. So I think not many universities have the privilege to say that we are accredited. So I think we are also proud of this because it's also hard work to get this one. And ladies and gentlemen, our friends from other university in Asia, in Vietnam, for example, in Thailand, as far as I know and as far as I remember, you guys in Malaysia too, you guys have been certified by AUNQA. So in a university, usually you have a lot of certification from AUNQA, probably almost all, and probably also your university has been certified by AUNQA, but at UNES we are just starting, so only 4 programs. Indonesian Education Department, Biology, Physical Education, Economics, we have been certified by AUNQA. We want more, but then the pandemics came and also we are preparing for next year. I think more and more study program at Universitas Negeri Semarang would be certified by AUNQA or other agencies who have similar interest and ability to certify. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the ranking of Web of University at Webometrics, and last year we were at number 51, but today we are number 14 nationally. And according to UniRank for ICU, we are number 10 national and number 22 Asian. I think this is something that we have to work. Although UniRank or for ICU is not really the mainstream rank that you're using, but I think this is also a good motivation for us to work harder, that it is possible to be in the top rank, like 500 of the world later on in the future in the mainstream rank, and we are working very hard for that. Ladies and gentlemen, this is also something that we are starting, that stars. We are starting with 2 stars. The reason why we only have 2 stars is because also we only started last year, while our friends in Indonesia and our friends in Asia already started this quite long time ago. we believe that next year we will have like 3 stars, and I think rating is somewhere between useful and motivating, ladies and gentlemen. So I think we are still working on this. Ladies and gentlemen, this is something related to our mission and vision as a conservation-oriented university. So I think the rector thinks, our rector, Professor Fatur Rahman, thinks that we have to keep with this certificate of UI Green Metric as the ranking of international green campus. So at this point, we are number 71 in the world and number 6 in Indonesia. I think that's not bad achievement. Ladies and gentlemen, this is about publication. When we are starting this university, we were teachers institution. We were not really accustomed and we were not trained as researchers per se, but then the government, when they convert us into a more well-rounded university as Universitas Negeri Semarang, no longer equipped, so we have to work hard to improve our research output. So at the point of 2020, we have 1,606 scopus, ladies and gentlemen. So this is quite a feature because we are starting from almost 0 in 2013. Now we have 1,606 on Scopus Index Journal. And Google Scholar, I think we have 31,145 articles, which is also not bad, considering that we're starting from almost 0. Ladies and gentlemen, this is also our recent achievement that UNES has been the favorite of our students in Indonesia, especially in Central Java. So at the end of the national screening last time, we our final position was favorite number 5. So there were 24,000 students, more than that, applying to UNES, which is good, I think, because the more students applying to our university, the more selection and the more quality that we can get. And this is our international partnership with several countries from Malaysia, Thailand, Philippines, almost all Asian, Japan, South Korea, Australia, New Zealand, Germany, Netherlands, Denmark, Poland, Turkey, India, and USA. So we are focusing on Southeast Asia and a little bit of Pacific and some of Europe. That's our current ability right now to cooperate. And we have some forms of partnership that they have been going on, and we believe that it would be still going on in the future. We have joint degree credit transfer with Kasesat University, University of Pendidikan Sultan Idris, UPSI Malaysia, University of Technology Mara Malaysia, University of Malaysia Pahang, and University of Malaysia Sabah. I think this is related to the proximity of the country, that Indonesia and Malaysia and also Thailand, and also really depending on cheap flight ticket for our students. So we pray that at the end of this pandemic, those cheap tickets are still there, so our students can mobilize easily, and also our students and our lecturers. Our international grant, ladies and gentlemen, with the master program 4.2 with the Islamic Development Bank, and then UNTEC scholarship and Erasmus Plus, we're working on that, and also the international mobility. Ladies and gentlemen, we have some double degree program, quite few in the past. We would like to have our friends and partners here to work in the future for double degree and international mobility, the mobility for the students and also for the lecturers. In 2019, it was high. Our inbound student is 582 and our outbound was 163. Of course, in 2020, we cannot really complain a lot because of the pandemic, so we cannot really do well because Some of the mobility only depending on what we have done in January and February. Then after that, March and so on, we are still waiting and we are like in quarantine. Our lecturers also have the inbound and outbound program. Ladies and gentlemen, we have some offer for you, and also some of the offer have been done, and let's say we have conducted. And this joint international conference, we really hope that we can do more, although probably in this year we have to do it online, and joint publication and also joint research. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the latest development of our curriculum. We are focusing on Campus Merdeka, Merdeka Belajar, or independent campus, independent learning. This is originally designed and founded by our minister, Mr. Nadiem Makarim. So we are trying very hard to apply this. And I'm glad that today we have our partners from schools, our partners from industries, our partners from universities abroad, and you are here because we need you, and probably also you need us for this, because according to the principles given by the ministers, that on independent campus and independent learning, we have to have the flexibility of desired skills. Student from language should be able to study computers. Student from computers should be able to study arts, for example. And also the relevance of the skills. We have to make sure we give to the students can be used in the future when they work inside or outside the countries, in these local communities or even in international communities. And what we need now is the field experience, ladies and gentlemen. Our students need to work at the industry, maybe 1 semester or 2 semesters. Long time ago, we need like 1 month or 2 months, but now we need longer terms of field experience in industry. And even also we need to study at other university. What we have to do is that at semester 6, the students should study outside the faculties or outside the universities with our local friends in Indonesia. For example, from UNES, at semester 6, they have to study at UNY or UNS. On the other hand, our students, our friends from UNS and our friends from UNY should study at UNES. That is quite the minimum standard. But then also our friends at Katsit South University or UPSI, we need also our students at semester 6 to study there in order to apply this independent campus and independent learning. On semester 7 and on semester 8, we need to do internship. That's where we need the help from our friends from industries. Ladies and gentlemen from Sukovindo, ladies and gentlemen from IFI, we need your help to accommodate our students in 1 semester, on semester 7 or semester 8. In the new design of the curriculum, we would like to convert the final project or the report from the internship into the final project. So the students don't have to work twice. When they're doing their internship, when they're done, then their report could be the final project. That is what the flexibility and the relevance that is needed in Campus Merdeka, Merdeka Belajar. And that is the end actually of my presentation. But before that, I would like to send my biggest appreciation to our friend today. That is from the Pegadaian. Welcome to Universitas Negeri Semarang, and from Adikbud, from Attaché, yes, Adikbud, and welcome, sir, to Universitas Negeri Semarang online. And we hope also that you will be part of our Campus Merdeka, Merdeka Belajar, because Pegadaian and also other BUMNs would be very helpful for us to place our students on internship and also recruit them after the end of the internship and also from Adikbu. We believe that you have lots of programs and chances for our students and lecturers. That is the end of my presentation, including also the address from the rector, which is represented by me. So thank you very much, and I would like to give it back to the MC. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you, Bapak Hendy, for the enlightening presentations. Dear participants, now it is time for us to have the plenary session, and the plenary session is conducted by live streaming from Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, as we invite Dr. Muhammad Farid Ma'ruf, and from Jakarta, as we invite Bapak Insinyur Muhammad Edi Isduyarto MM as our speakers. And this session will be moderated by the Executive Staff of Rector for International Partnership, for Dr. Lulu Afarida. The floor is yours.
Thanks. Well, ladies and gentlemen, our beloved partners from university, institution, schools, industry in Malaysia, Thailand, China, and of course, Indonesia. Good morning from Indonesia. Firstly, I'd like to read the rule during this panel session. The first, please mute your audio while the speakers are presenting. And the second one, you may ask the question and please type in the chat room. We are going to open the session at 2 sessions and 3 questions for each after all the speakers done. And yes, the third, this webinar is live streaming in UNES channel. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the first speaker is going to share the opportunity of university partnership. He is an education and culture attaché for Embassy of the Republic Indonesia in Kuala Lumpur. He graduated from Civil Engineering, Bandung Institute of Technology Indonesia, Environmental Engineering Master Program, Bandung Institute of Technology Indonesia, and his doctoral is from Geotechnical Engineering, Saitama University, Japan. He is also a former senior lecturer of University Technology Malaysia, and he is also an associate professor of Jember University. So please welcome Dr. Muhammad Farid Ma'ruf. Yes.
Okay. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Good morning, everybody. Thanks to Lulu for this time. The Honorable Associate Professor Dr. Hendy Pratama,
Hello.
the Professor for Planning and Partnership Affairs in Universitas Negeri Semarang, Indonesia. The Honorable Insinyur Muhammad Edi Isduyarto, MBA from Pegadaian, distinguished professor, and all the participants. Please first let me introduce myself. I'm Farid Ma'ruf from Indonesian Embassy in Kuala Lumpur. It is quite honor for me for this opportunity to share to all the participants about university partnership opportunities during COVID-19 and post-COVID-19. First of all, I want to present about higher education business role. We know that actually for part, just make a simple for part, universities, students, research, in the research is innovation and invention, and then funding. This is when we discuss about higher education, so we discuss about this all. Now, students and research, the question is, we have to compete with other university or just we have to make a collaboration. And student and research, will become a revenue generating for funding for us. And previously, we just compete with other universities to get a student, and we promote our university using all media of promotion to get much more students. And we ask students to pay tuition fee, maybe higher tuition fee, so we can get much more money to run our university. And then about maybe 15 or 10 years recently in Indonesia, we try to also increase our research, getting source of funding from third party to fund our research, and then we can run our university. And the question arises is, so we have to compete with a university to get student and to get research funding for university, so we can conduct the university to be a better university. Or we have to make a collaboration. In Indonesia, maybe we have public university and private university. For public university, government just provide us subsidize, maybe I think more than 80% than our requirement budget, our required budget. But for private university, student and also research funding from third party is the main source of funding. So again, the question is that, should we have to compete or just make a collaboration? I'm sorry. And in partnership, first is actually partnership about sharing of goal and mission between the parties. Let's see, we discuss about university and university. So we have to share our goal, our mission with other university. If we have a different goal, we have a different mission, so it is impossible for us to develop a partnership. Partnership itself, actually we can identify as a university partnership, a faculty or department level partnership, and also individual one. This is a partnership. And later, when we try to establish the partnership, we can start from both from university or individual one. And what we have to think first about partnership is, actually partnership is resource consuming. It's quite expensive. For university, we have to dedicate staff, we have to dedicate also financial, also facility to maintain this partnership. Not only for initiation, for maintenance. Let's see, as previously mentioned by Dr. Hendy, that UNES has several student exchange with other university abroad, maybe in Malaysia or in China, in Thailand. And this student exchange need budget to fund this student exchange. The question is, who has to cover this budget? Student, university, or the partner? And this is what we have to discuss. So before we start the partnership, we have to think out first that what kind of resources that we have to spend for this partnership. And this for partnership establishment, actually we can find easily on internet how to develop a partnership, how to start a partnership. But generally, first of all, we have to review. Actually, we have to define our partnership landscape. Means we have to identify the position of our university. We have to review historical agreement that we have, and which one is already terminated, which one is ongoing, and which one is only just a paper partnership, which one is already implemented in activities and everything. If we already review this one, we have to inform to our campus. We have to inform to our civitas academic. We have to inform to faculty, we have to inform to student that we have such kind of partnership with third party, with university, maybe with industry, maybe. And then we have to push our faculty to involve to this partnership activity. Without such kind of program, maybe this partnership will just become in Malaysia, we say that this is just ghost MOU, yeah, only just sign MOU, then finish. We report to accreditation board that, oh, we have a MOU with several university, we have MOU with industry, but this MOU never implemented yet. This is the thing. And after everybody in this campus in the university acknowledge about this partnership, then the team, the university should define the goal and mission. The goal for this partnership, actually not the goal, university itself already have its own goal, but we have to state our goal for such partnership. And this, if we have already state our goal for this partnership, then we have to try to find third party, other parties for our partnership. And then we have to state also our strategy. Here I define three types of strategy actually. First, we want to gain the higher. Means if we know our position, let's say the easiest one is that we know our ranking, university ranking. Okay, what is the goal of the partnership? If we want to gain the higher, so we have to find other university with higher rank, with higher quality and everything. But based on our experience here in Malaysia, when I accompany some university to initiate partnership with a Malaysian university, for higher rank university, usually they also just PT itu, PT just they just choose this higher university will choose same level of the university. Actually, they don't want to have a university with a lower level. This is the thing. So we have to keep in mind, if we want to gain higher rank university for our partner, so we have to know what is the advantage of us, what is our means university expertise, so we can sell it. We can sell this expertise to this higher rank university. This is I identified till now is the most difficult thing for Indonesian university to get a higher rank university for partner. The second one is we grab a friend, means we grab a similar rank university. Partner here not only with international partner, but also in Indonesia. We have if we make some collaboration with a similar rank university, so it is maybe a bit easier than to gain the higher. The last one is lead the follower. If we think that our university position is higher and we need to make a community, we want to, like, say, we have a plan to just propose some idea, so we can lead the follower. Means we can ask university with a lower rank to do similar with us, and we lead it. And then if we succeed to create this community, then we propose this idea to broaden area, I mean to broaden world. Let's see, first regional and then internationally. This is some strategy that we have to do. But one thing that we have also keep in mind, there is no single recipe for partnership establishment. University can invite expert on let's say motivator or expert on partnership initiator, but the one who knows how to get the partnership, actually the university itself. Why? Because the university who define the goal, the university that know what is the position of this university. The university knows what is the strength, the weakness of this university. So they can sell the strength and also keep the weakness of the university. Others, maybe let's say like expert that you invite, they just maybe guide the general one, but the specific one, so university itself to define. And now COVID-19 actually just shocked us recently, about 2 or 3 months recently. And as we know that due to this COVID-19, we have to do such a social distance. We have to stop go out from home, not only from office. Then based on the data, many universities closed. Student mobility, staff mobility, research meeting, conference, and everything, mostly suspend or cancel. Based on results from International Association of Universities, about 64% partnership stop or cancel from university. And also for teaching and learning activity, about 67% change to distance learning, and 29% suspend, but only and 7% cancel. It means that higher education is got a very, very severe impact due to this COVID-19. And we are trying to change to online learning. And the question is, usually when we discuss about teaching and learning, we discuss about competence of student, the learning outcome, and everything. The question arises, is it right that online learning succeed to deliver this learning outcome to students? This is the first question arises actually. And then the question then is, if we have to shift our teaching activity, teaching and learning activity from traditional one of campus, means class meeting, face-to-face class, to online learning, what we have to do? What is the opportunity? And as I mentioned previously, this COVID-19 actually shocked us. This COVID pushed us to change from traditional lecturer to online learning. Actually, we don't have any preparation. We don't have any new pedagogy approach for such kind of online learning. Usually, pedagogy approach just for face-to-face class. We discuss about face-to-face class pedagogy, such kind of teaching and learning methodology and everything. We don't have also new assessment. I mean, assessment for online learning. And some of university, also some of students, actual lack of facility. And this is the challenge that we have to take over, to cover. What I notice now in discussion, also in social media, actually we not shift our mindset from traditional lecture to let's see online learning lecture. We just change traditional lecture, traditional lecture we create presentation, PowerPoint, or even we create some references, PDF file and everything. And then online, just we put this presentation, we put this references that we wrote, we developed in Zoom, and we still explain in the Zoom, like this webinar. Is it online learning? Should be no. Right? In previous mindset, in previous paradigm, computer, internet, software, actually just tool for the lecturer to deliver to deliver the material, to deliver the topic, to get learning outcome. But now with online learning, it will be changed. This computer, internet, and software should be the main aided learning. Lecturer, instructor should be as a supporting tool. This is what we have to keep in mind. Not only just putting the presentation file in the Zoom, putting that reference textbook in the Zoom, just screenshot and put in the Zoom. No, if like this, we will maybe the result, the learning outcome will be never achieved for the student. For this COVID-19, what is the opportunity? The partnership, actually, usually partnership, we have a student and staff mobility, student exchange, staff exchange, even conference and everything. Now, the students and staff mobility just from home atau virtual mobility. Courses in UNES, one professor doing lecture there, student just join the courses from home, and also we can from other university, from Indonesia, also from abroad, they can join. This is student exchange later. Not only students just join physically in that class, but using this online learning. And so this reciprocally from other university, we join this other university lecture. And this is the opportunity. Previously, we have to spend money to send students to other university, send students abroad. Now, we just invest the money to this infrastructure, internet infrastructure, and online learning infrastructure. This is the first opportunity, partnership model opportunity. The second one, this is what I'm thinking actually, because I try to find any paper internet, I cannot find it. Maybe just I didn't succeed to find. We have digital data. We have laboratory simulation, application or software. We have also image, graph. We have knowledge animation. And this is an asset. Actually, this is asset for us, for university. We can sell this asset online. Let's see, if one university has already developed a laboratory simulation or teaching learning simulation software, we can use it as online courses. We can use it as a blended learning. We can use it as virtual exchange. This is our asset. Previously, maybe we don't care about this. When we make a repository, we just maybe lecturer like me also, professor, we don't care. Where we have to put our material in the university repository. Now, this is the important thing. This is the important thing. But we have also tried to change our mindset. Online learning life, it means our challenge actually for lecturer, for professor. How we understand our field, how we understand our knowledge, that we can easily visualize our knowledge in maybe in graph, in image, or in animation. As I mentioned previously, that previously computer, internet is supporting tool to deliver the topic, the material. But now the computer is the main tool, Supporting tool is us, is the lecture. It's me. This is the supporting tool. Then the online learning should be self-understandable. Should be self-understandable. If we understand deeply in our field, we can visualize this, our understood to such kind of animation. The easiest, let's say, for example, in physics, if we discuss about mechanics, we discuss about shear resistance between two between road and car and everything. We can visualize in animation. We can visualize in graph. We can visualize in image. So student or others, maybe other professor, other associate professor, when read or when what this animation easily understand. And lecture role is changed. Now lecture role is only just the one who clarify this this topic, not deliver this topic. This is the thing. And so university should be next. University should prepare one team, the advanced in IT, advanced in animation. And then this team should help other professor, other lecturer to visualize this knowledge, this science and everything into animation, into graph, into image. And this animation, this graph, that image, they will make this online learning become better and better and easier for students or for participants to understand. This is that we have to keep in mind. That online learning not only putting this presentation material in the internet, but changing this presentation material to become self-understandable, self-explanation. And this is the opportunity for university to get the student later. The next opportunity maybe cross-register student or university consortium. If previously we just think about credit transfer, where students from one university sit or join the class in other university, now maybe several universities make a consortium. The universities, the consortium, share the facility, share the courses, and then discuss. Let's see, for university, one university maybe only 12 courses, the second university maybe 10 courses, and other maybe 5 courses, and then total the courses become a degree. Some Hatta Foundation mentioned that they already initiate such kind of university consortium. They call this system is a cluster model for higher education business. The problem actually is curriculum revive, because all the parties, all university parties should discuss the curriculum. What kind of competence, what kind of learning outcome, and what is the strength of one university, what is the weakness of one university. Then the strength combined, and then student can get courses from all university. This is a cross-register student. The student not need to become a student of one university, a university, but they can attend to the class. Now, this online learning system support this such kind of system. Maybe later when COVID finish, when new normal begin, student can come to campus again. Student can join the other university, just sit in the class. But now this online system, this online learning is a challenge for us to create such kind of university consortium or cluster model. The next opportunity is like just I draw in this presentation. There is a partnership between industry and university. I think this topic now a trending topic in Indonesia because Indonesia now emphasize on vocational education. In university, we have employees, we have funding. Also, some industry they have a research and development division. They have also maybe a chance for internships and also employment opportunity. University, they have students, they have trainings, they have research, they have laboratory, they have experts. The first opportunity is partnership model. What is the partnership model? This I take from the Qatar Foundation. Partnership model is the one company make a collaboration with university, where the employee is the company to become a student in the university with maybe, let's say, discount of tuition fee, discount of laboratory fee and everything. Also, industry have funding to fund this, to support this university research. As a reward, university research result become to be that, let's say, the university utilize this research result. This is the partnership model. So when university need, let's say, need some skill upgrade, they just say to university, I need this new upgrade for our employee. Okay, I send my employee to university. This is about lifelong learning. Maybe Mas Nadiem, our Minister of Education, said that we have to develop lifelong learning of our students. This is lifelong learning, partnership between industry and university, close partnership. Within, maybe periodically, every year, every semester, some employee from this industry just sit down in the university to upgrade this skill. The second partnership is experiential model. In the experiential model, maybe in Indonesia now already done, like internship, employment opportunity, where industry send the requirement for this employee, for their employee. Let's say, okay, I need employee the expert or skillful in running software, in running this device, running this apparatus and everything. And this industry support the university just if this requirement become your learning outcome for your student, so your student will become our employee. This is the employment opportunity. Also, as mentioned previously by Dr. Handy, for like 7 or 8 semester, the student do internship in industry. This is this experiential model. This 2 opportunity actually mostly implement applicable in that local condition and regional one, maybe from industry in Indonesia and university in Indonesia. If we think that we have opportunity also to get such kind of partnership with foreign industry, so we can get it. This is from Qatar Foundation. Actually, they published a report about couple weeks ago, but maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, about new site of higher education.
Okay.
And actually, I'm not sure this is opportunity or not. Last year, in one conference, I mentioned about future education system. We know that the Z generation, millennial generation, is not long-lasting student. They prefer, the young generation, millennial generation, prefer to study only maybe 2 hours or 3 hours, 4 hours, but studying one skill. Let's see. The easiest example is about Photoshop, maybe. Just Z generation only study how to draw the the circle within 1 hour with certificate. Okay, you are able to draw circle. And then maybe next day or next week, again, 1 hour to draw the color and something. Maybe in the future education, we have to prepare a modular system. Modular means not courses. If let's say one course, let's say one course about linear algebra, we divide this linear algebra into one learning outcome, and we develop this modular, maybe about metric, about operation metric and everything. And this modular will complete within 4 hours to 5 hours, maybe 8 hours. And this one modular, the student will get a certificate. Later, maybe degree, student no need to get the degree from just sitting in the university for 3 or 4 years. When student go maybe to Kuala Lumpur, and in Kuala Lumpur there is one modular course, the student take this course, get certificate. When go to Jakarta, there is one university offer the course, one modular course, student get the course. After several years, maybe not 4 or 5 years, maybe lifelong years, and the requirement of this degree is, let's say 100 or 50, 100 certificate, and the student already collect, they go to one university, say that I have this certificate, 100 certificate. The requirement of this degree is the 100 certificate. I want get some examination to get the degree. Maybe like this next time. And now with this online learning system, this online system push us to do like this. Maybe this is just what I imagine later, that only few students just long lasting in the school for 3 or 5 years. And if we read, there is one paper, there's Plenary Institute say that open loop university, instead of only 4 years degree, this course maybe just a lifelong or lifetime study. Just like this, that university should be open-minded, that university should can accept the student from other university with already who already take other courses, small courses. It is quite actually quite almost similar with this credit transfer, but more free, more personalized education. This is the thing. And if this education system occur next after COVID, universities should prepare, the professors should prepare the modular reference, the modular one. And that modular should be again self-explanation, self-understandable. Professor only just the one who where the student just ask for clarification, not teaching, not delivering. And the last one, what is our challenge for offline and online one? Due to this online system, due to this COVID-19 one, the first one that maybe this is a chance for UNES, Education University. UNES should doing research about new pedagogic approach for online system. Mostly now, pedagogy approach is only for just a class system, just a face-to-face meeting. The new pedagogy approach should be contain this active learning mode, innovation, use of technology. The other one is reshape the curriculum. The curriculum should be flexible. The curriculum should be personalized education. If this is called with our Menteri Merdeka Belajar, freedom of learning. The student, one student with other, different topic that they have to take the course. This is should be reset the curriculum. Learning outcome should be rearranged again. With such kind of outline, also self-examination. We have to formalize self-examination or institutionalize. We know that now in life in Indonesia also, now many people, especially Z generation, no need to go to school, no need to go to university. Why? Because for living, they can do such kind of YouTuber, they can do makeup artist, and this is such kind of social examination, social acknowledgement, and universities should think about this. If previously maybe we have a department of makeup, department of let's say television department, film department. Now the YouTuber, they learn by themselves about how to create, how to develop a good movie, a good self movie. Makeup artists also, they just from YouTube, they can learn by themselves. If university, higher education cannot overcome such condition, cannot afford this phenomena, maybe within 10 years later, nobody want to study in university. And also the last one is a lifetime course. Lifetime course similar with this partnership program. This Heso Plenary Institute, just imagine that maybe next time that Loop University lifetime courses like Netflix, iFlix or something. Every week there is one movie, means one upgrade knowledge. This is that we have to anticipate. And the last one that also important is new assessment method. How we can assess the online learner, how we can guarantee the online learner will get the learning outcome 100%. This is our challenge, especially for education university, education professional. This is the thing. And then if we can do that kind of this, freedom of learning is not rhetoric. Freedom of learning is become a real one. And this COVID pushed us to accelerate, to do this soon as possible. Soon as possible, immediately actually, not soon as possible, immediately. And if we ignore of this one, we still think our mindset is still in traditional lecture or traditional thing of education. So we will far away from the world. We will far away from life. And technology become the main tools for us to deliver the material. I think this is the last one. Thanks you for the attention. Terima kasih, matur nuwun for all the participants. Time for Bu Lulu again. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Matur nuwun, Pak Warid. Lulu.
Oke.
Hilang.
Ya, ya tadi. Bukan bisa di. Alright. So thank you, Dr. Farid, for the insight presentation. I can sum up that the strategy for the future education system is strengthening the collaboration among the universities partners to design the potential model in this current era. Maybe virtual exchange is a good model. It's a good solution for the students and lectures mobility exchange. But yeah, somehow 100% online learning will have 100% any challenge. And yes, it's not easy to get a high-ranked university partners, but Dr. Farid suggests that we need to have a consortium to implement that potential model of partnership. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you have any question, you may type it in the chat room. We're going to discuss it after the second speaker done. Now it's turning to the second speaker. He's going to talk about the implementation model of partnership. Okay, and then he graduated from Civil Engineering, Gajah Mada University, and Management Master Program, Gajah Mada University. He is a former marketing of Coca-Cola Indonesia, and yes, he is the Director of Human Capital Pegadaian of Republik Indonesia. Please welcome Insinyur Muhammad Edi Isdiwiarto. Morning, Bapak.
Good morning, Mbak Lulu. Good morning,
Yes.
Bapak Kamal, Farid, Pak Andy, and all the audience, the distinguished audience of this video conference.
All right. So please, you have 20 minutes for presenting your own. Thank you.
Okay, sure. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. First of all, I'd like to greet Pak Hendy Pratama representing the UNES, Pak Farid Maruf from our distinguished Adikbud in Kuala Lumpur, and all the guests. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera, salam Om Swastiastu, Namo Buddhaya, salam kebajikan. That's the normal gesture we always say during any event in SOE, in state-owned enterprise event. Okay. First of all, sorry, may I ask the host to give access to Reza Habibi? He is helping me in putting the presentation together. Please, Reza Habibi, there is within the participant. Please give him the access to share the screen. He is helping me in presenting my slides. Okay.
Yes, already.
Already, thank you.
Yes.
Okay, first of all, I thank you. I'm very grateful for being invited to this event. And just to give some additional information, that I happen to be the head of what we call the PMMB, Program Magang Mahasiswa Bersertifikat. So this is the internship program, certified internship program held by the FHCI, the Forum Human Capital Indonesia. This is the forum of the Human Capital Director for all the SOEs. There are around 110 SOEs right now. And I happen to be within the organizations of the FHCI and responsible for this internship program, as Pak Farid Maruf also mentioned. So first of all, I like this presentation is about how the SOEs now, especially I'm talking about Pegadaian, but certainly actually this is not only this doesn't only happen in Pegadaian, but also across many SOEs that we are now transforming our organizations, our company, and certainly thanks to the we call it CTO, Chief Transformations Officer. The COVID-19 is our Chief Transformation Officer, so we need to really reshape our companies. And I think the internship program fits very nicely into the equations, and I will discuss it later using my slides. So first of all, my apologies for putting this together in Bahasa, but I hope that I can explain it so make it understandable. And certainly I like to hold this in English. Please, next slide. Sorry, next slide. Can you have it? Okay. Doesn't move. Huh? Doesn't move. Okay, good. Okay. Actually, I'm talking about especially what we are going to do during the new normal, because that's the norm that we are going forward, and this is the compilations of our how our presidents direct the everyone, especially now, and we take it also the directions as our guidelines for the SOEs. Next. Okay. I think this is one of the things that I like to share here, that we as an SOE, we are expected to become the role model, the significant influencer for the new normal discipline. So I like to put it up, and I happen to be the head of the new normal task force in Pegadaian as well. So hopefully I can also share, it's not necessarily now my slide, I can also share what we like to do in Pegadaian particularly, and in SOEs in general, and how the internship could also help during that transition. Next. Sorry, it's a bit delay. Okay, this is why new normal. I think everyone understand the vaccines has not been found. If we look at the bottom right of the slides, the vaccines have not been found, and COVID-19 will not disappear. And last but not least, we have to make sure that we drive back the economy, because we also feel in our business that especially in May, there are some declines in our business activity, and we expect that going forward, it will go back to normal. Next. Sorry, it takes a bit. Okay, according to the McKinsey survey, there are also people are quite optimistic, yeah, even though majority are still unsure, but quite optimistic that we should be able to live in the new normal, and economy will go back to what it was before. Okay. Okay. Just a quick video on the Millennial Innovation Summit. Bisa jalan nggak sini? Pelan banget. Keluar suaranya ya? Feedback kok nggak keluar? Ya udah nggak apa-apa, nanti kita yang paling penting nanti yang merdeka apa, ayo belajar, ayo itu ya. Di suaraku nggak keluar. Suaramu keluar nggak? Hah?
Ada metrik-metrik yang jelas, dan kita menginsentifasi metrik-metrik itu, secara otomatis itu akan menimbulkan sistem pendidikan yang baik. Tadi saya kira gitu, kayak very managerial approach gitu. Bahwa ini kayak apa, kayak pabrik bisa lah, kayak call center agent, kayak Gojek gitu, tapi enggak. Ini salah, karena produknya ini bukan suatu app, produknya ini bukan suatu layanan, produknya itu adalah manusia. Jadi tingkat kompleksitas yang luar biasa tingginya dari pembentukan suatu manusia itu nggak bisa menggunakan approach yang sama seperti di private sector atau di apa. Tapi satu hal yang saya sadari adalah apa ciri-ciri sekolah-sekolah yang terbaik. Dan banyak sekolah-sekolah baik di Indonesia, cuman kita nggak pernah, jarang dengar gitu.
Termasuk di daerah ya?
Ya, tapi mereka biasanya agak bandel-bandel nemuin sistem prosesnya sendiri, berinovasi sendiri gitu. Keluar dari jalur-jalur sendiri untuk menemukan titik temunya sendiri yang pas buat siswa-siswinya. Itu adalah organization culture-nya. Culture daripada sekolah itu bukan kepada individu dalam sekolah, tapi culture dalam sekolah itu adalah culture of learning dan culture of innovation. Jadi ya itu culture di mana banyak tanya, banyak coba, banyak karya. Nah, ini yang sebenarnya sangat relevan seperti pengalaman saya di Gojek waktu itu. Gitu. Culture of innovation, culture of learning, punya orang-orang manusia yang punya growth mindset. Itu sebenarnya objektif daripada sistem pendidikan kita untuk menciptakan anak-anak yang punya growth mindset, apapun passion dia. Gitu. Ini sedikit berbeda, ini nggak bisa dilakukan dengan administrasi pendidikan. Ini harus melakukan melalui transformational culture change. Makanya ini harus diserang dari berbagai macam penjuru, dari pendidikan guru-guru baru masuk, pendidikan guru di dalam situ, perubahan dan fleksibilitas daripada kurikulum, perubahan dari sisi administrasi dan regulasi untuk melepaskan berbagai macam kendala dan sekat-sekat. Merdeka Belajar adalah seluruh solusi ini yang akan memerdekakan unit pendidikan untuk melakukan inovasi dan berubah mindset culture-nya kepada a learning culture, bukan an administrative culture. Jadi yang lebih sering terjadi sekarang adalah administrasi pendidikan, bukan pembelajaran. Pembelajaran itu hanya bisa terjadi kalau ada psychological safety dalam sekolah itu. Mereka berani gagal, mencoba hal-hal yang baru. Kalau students itu bukan hanya pasif konsumtif daripada pendidikan, tapi mereka berpartisipasi di dalam pendidikan tersebut. Kalau tidak ada rigiditas atau tumpuk birokrasi dan administrasi yang harus dilakukan guru yang mendistract dia daripada melakukan core function-nya yaitu mengajar dan berinteraksi dengan murid. Jadi Merdeka Belajar adalah satu kata kunci yang menjadikan call to action untuk masyarakat. Untuk para guru, kepala sekolah, orang tua, company semua, agar kita meredefinisi apa itu culture yang tepat, culture yang merdeka di dalam unit pendidikan.
Okay, thank you. So I think the take out from the video from our Mas Minister, Mas Menteri, is that actually I think it's very aligned with what we are trying to do in the SOE, the state-owned enterprise. This is the situations in Pegadaian. Just a bit background. Pegadaian just been deregulated. So the pound broking, Pegadaian is pound broking. Pound broking business was just deregulated in 2016. Previously, before that, it was regulated. It was a monopolistic. So no other companies was allowed to enter the pound broking business. So we are quite similar. We are having the what you call the administrative culture, yeah. Because basically what we had been doing is just like open up the store, and then the people coming in, they like to have some access to the financial loan, and then they give up their goods, etc. And then at 3 o'clock we close. So whereas now we have to transform it into what you call transformational culture. So it's very much aligned with what Mas Menteri just mentioned. And transformation cultures, we are talking about learning cultures and organizations cultures. We have to change our cultures from administrative into growth mindset, what just Mas Menteri just mentioned. Next. Okay, and what the CTO, our Chief Transformation Officer, the COVID has been doing to our business. You can see it in here. If we are talking about learning, yeah, learning, because we have also training. We have corporate university, okay, in our company, and you can see it, the comparisons between June 2019 and June 2020. June 2020 is up to 10th of June, yeah, and this is the year to date, meaning from January to June. The first column 2019 is the first semesters of last year. Second is the second semester, albeit it is only up to 10th of June. And you can see here that in-class training has moved to what's so called the virtual class training. So what Pak Farid Maruf mentions, that we can enroll the learning from different universities, etc. We have proven that it's possible. Even in our we have one of our core expertise is what's so called appraisal. Appraiser is the core positions in our organizations. It is appraising the value of anything, of the jewelry, of the handphone, of whatever which will be found, which will be given in exchange of lending. And we could do it. I mean, like appraiser is a skill, a technical skill. We could even do it using virtual class. So we do the teaching, the training through video conference like this, and then when we have to do the practicing part of appraising, they go to the nearest branch and they can do it. So basically, almost anything could be done. Our learning is almost anything could be done remotely. We also have what's called the management training. We have a management training intake every year, and the latest batch is entirely done virtually. And as you can see here, even in the first semester, our mandate is even higher than last year, despite the fact that we do it through technology. Next. Yeah. Sorry, it's a bit delay in the transitions of the slide. Okay, so what is actually our mission? Our mission is certainly to create or to deliver, to produce the a competitive talents. And actually it's both it's like an iceberg. It's both has to be something which is seen in the surface and something which is hidden, which is more culture. And if you look at the on the right side, the concept Campus Merdeka, the Campus Merdeka concept actually is quite it's aligned. It's aligned. Okay, next. I do not have much time. Go next. Okay, one other thing that I like to mention is also the directions from the SOE now is also emphasizing on the what's so-called learning agility, because the things changed very rapidly. So every employees are required is required to have the learning agility. What does it mean? It means the willingness to learn and speed to learn, and it is part of our talent management system as well. Next. I can explain this later if someone would like to understand that. Other things that we also we have to nurture, to cultivate what's so called the innovation culture. And in Pegadaian, we have started it in 2016, as you can see it on the right side of the slides, that we have done what's so called Pegadaian Innovation Award. And starting this year, we put it into more cultural things. We still have the award, but we put it as an embedded part of our daily organizations. Next. Yeah, next. Sorry. Okay. As I mentioned to you, that there are the hard skill, the hard part on the surface that we need to change, and there are the soft part, which is culture. We have also the cultural team. We call it the team internalisasi budaya. So a cultural internalization team. And I think we have 70% of our employees are millennials, but not all of them are willing to change. So that's why we have the, like I said earlier, management training intake. We certainly welcome more students coming into our organizations as an intern, because that also helps the cultural transformations. Next. And in the cultural transformations, for both effort, we need a lot of communications. We do a lot of communication. Certainly now using the technology, it's getting much easier. Next. Sorry, ini slide terakhir ya. Okay, this is my last slide. I stick to the 20 minutes allocations. Okay, like I said earlier, I happen to be the head of the internship program within the, we call it FHCI, Forum Human Capital Indonesia. And what we have done is on the right side. We have done, it involves 300 universities, it involves like 16,000, more than 16,000 students already, 124 SOEs. I mentioned 110, 124 is including also the non-business SOEs. Yeah? And then we have the 4,608 is the number of students for the 2020. Okay? And for the Begadian, we have already 439 students with us. Just for your information, during the pandemic, well, there are certain problems at first, as it happened in everywhere, yeah? But we managed to do the work from home with our intern. So we keep doing it during the pandemic, and for the second semester, we also like to have some as targeted, some students coming into our organizations as an intern, and we do not change the number of intakes for the intern, for the internees, yeah, for the intern. So we still stick to our target for this year. So next step is the more collaboration between the FHCI and the Dirjen Vokasi. The new Dirjen happened to be my alumni. I graduated from Universitas Gadjah Mada, and we have met him. I know him before he assumed his positions as a Director General. Yeah, and we have discussed that there will be 5 areas: manufacture, constructions, hospitality, creative industry, and healthcare, that we like to have joint cooperations between the Dirjen Vokasi and the SOE, the state-owned enterprise, the BUMNs. And I put it there, the industry's role are like that. So hopefully next week, we are going to sit down again and try to formulate how the cooperations could be. We have already the models. We just need to really fix it and have the agreement for firmer collaborations between the Kemendikbud, the Dirjen Vokasi, and with us. So I like to conclude my presentation, say that basically I think maybe it's a coincidence, but maybe not, that we are now we are transforming our business, and I think the education industry and the students really fits into our transformation effort. And we happen to organize already this internship program since 2018, and we like to enhance the program into something which is more beneficial for both of us. Sorry, I forget something. In the point on the left-hand side, you see the recruitment mahasiswa magang. So we like to use the student that have done the internship with us as a source of talent, because we are also, as you know, talent is getting scarcer and scarcer. So again, this is hopefully is a mutual relationship. I think those are my presentations, and thank you for the opportunity. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera. Om Santi 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 Om. Mbak Lulu.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Eddie. Engineer Eddie. So thank you for the well-informed presentation. Okay, so I can sum up that the internship is a great collaboration between university and enterprise or BUMN to implement the independent campus, independent learning or Kampus Merdeka Merdeka Belajar. And yes, Bapak, we have 79 students join internship program PMMB by Forum Human Capital Indonesia in 2019. And this year, 2020, we have 25 students submit. But yes, it hasn't started. Hopefully next August, they can do the partners program and still waiting for the formulation, how to conduct it in the new normal situation. So we are still waiting for the regulation from your side. Okay, now is the question and answer sessions. The first is coming from Ibu Martin. Is this is regarding to Mr. Farid. Okay. Is there any requirement for the university clusterization? Because in your presentation, you mentioned that the consortium and the clusterization is very great. So maybe you answer it one by one first, then I will have 3 more questions for you. Please, Dr. Farid.
Thanks, Mbak Lulu. Bu Martin, clustering university or cluster model, or if in my word, and I use consortium university, actually there is no requirement because this about negotiation between this university. There is no formal requirement. This similar with, let's say, if you want to develop a joint degree or credit transfer, it means that you have to discuss with the partner university which courses that you will to do for this credit transfer, with courses for joint degree, what is the learning outcome of this courses, or even for this study. This is the thing. And if the joint degree maybe only 2 university, the consortium or cluster means more than 2. So you have to discuss for all university. Let's see, maybe UNES, ONG, or maybe UPSI in Malaysia. You can discuss 2 or 3 or 4 university discuss about partnership, about consortium university for 1 degree. Maybe later, but this handicap, the constraint is about regulation, both in Indonesia or in other country. Is it possible to have such kind of a degree among some university, not only joint degree? If a joint degree, maybe every university or in the certificate written University A and University B. If this consortium, maybe in the certificate will be written more than 2 universities. Thanks. Silakan, Bu.
Yeah. So thank you, Dr. Farid, for the confirmation. And now here I got the some sharing from Dr. Nurul Huda binti Abdul Rahman. Hello. So yes, 100 online learning is inferior.
Yes,
Now,
hello.
yeah, hello. So blended learning is, I think, the best goal from your perspective, right?
Yes, yes. Because
Okay.
in blended learning,
So please,
you
if you are
can,
going,
yeah, for blended learning, you can leverage the benefits of all these ICT technology, and also the benefits of face-to-face learning in the classroom. So you get both worlds, you know. So I think blended learning is the best way to do it. But of course, if you have constraints such as COVID-19, online learning is the way to do it.
okay, so blended learning, we also had a blended learning in honest. So thank you, Doctor. And now we have one more question to Dr. Farid. So how to have a the online assessment. If we are having the online assessment, how to do it?
Okay, thanks. From Pak
The
Supawan.
best, yeah, from your perspective.
Okay. This is for me that this online learning assessment is the big challenge for us, especially for lecturer, especially for professor who start in education. Usually we do assessment like doing test, examination, or what else. The summative assessment. Maybe we have to change like more formative. Make doing like a student. We ask student to develop such kind of mind map of this topic, the mind map. So they have the student has to draw this mind map of this subject and then the outcome. Also, student has to present and to discuss. Discussing like this, we can assess the student, how understand the student, how student get this material, this topic. This is the thing. For me maybe till now only the two type of assessment. First is about mind map, and second is about discussion, maybe formally or informally. I think every lecture can easily actually identify the student understand or not, the student get the point of this topic or not, or get the point of the subject or not, by doing such kind of discussion. This is not formal like a presentation, because formal presentation maybe make some just create nervous circumstances that a bit quite difficult for us also to assess. And this is the thing that this is one field of research that we have to do, and we have this COVID forced us to do such kind of research on online learning assessment. Thanks.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Farid, and also Dr. Huda. At the assessment during this COVID-19 pandemic, the students can do the micro teaching. For the students who are having the teaching program, they can do the micro teaching in the lab or in the schools that they are choosing, or they produce the video of the teaching. So I hope Dr. Sumpawa, those answer from Dr. Farid and the additional information from Dr. Huda will answer your question. And now we go to Mr. Eddie, Bapak Engineer Eddie. Some of the lectures here need the information to apply the internship program. So maybe you can explain how to apply the internship, especially in Pegadaian or in the PMMB.
Yeah,
that's the internship program
actually,
by Forum Human Capital Indonesia. Yes.
Yes, we have, if I'm not mistaken, I mean, like if I'm talking about Pegadaian, we have signed the agreement on the internship program. So it's supposed to be coordinated by the university, so that we do not accept individual enrollment, but we get the group enrollment. And actually, as far as Pegadaian is concerned, we could also accommodate the internship across Indonesia. So if any student would like to have the internship in Sorong or Papua or wherever, because their family live there, we can accommodate it. So maybe, it's not maybe, but I don't know what is it called in English, but this is the kemahasiswaan, something like that. And then enroll it there, and then liaise it to us. Actually, the enrollment should be to the individual SOEs. So the Forum Human Capital Indonesia, we do not organize we organize the program, but not the technicalities of enrollment. So it has to be between the university and the individual BUMNs. Okay. So if any issues arise, then Mbak Lulu can help anyone to liaise to me, and then I will give you the our contact person.
All right, it's very great, Pak Edi. So we are going to accommodate for the students who are interested to join this internship. Now, thank you, thank you, Bapak Edi, Senior Edi. So now we go back to Dr. Farid. Maybe we call Dr. Ferda from University Malaysia Pahang. Hello.
Hello.
We are going to discuss about the assessment. As Dr. Farid said, that there are two assessments in this current situation, the mind map and the discussion. But you said that here the assessment easily changed, then the learning outcome may not achieve. So please.
Maybe just share my experience in our university.
Yes.
Here,
you share your from your perspective.
Yeah. UMP give instruction to all the lecturer. No one left behind. So we have to we have to conduct the lecture through asynchronous, not synchronous. Asynchronous means that we have to create a video and upload it so everyone can access. So nobody, no one, a student left off behind. And then for assessment, in practice, UMB doesn't allow us to change the assessment method because it will change the learning outcome. So, hello.
We have it is impacted so much.
Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Okay,
Can you listen?
Yeah.
Okay. And in here in practice, we just change how to deliver the lecture to the student. So the lecturer can conduct synchronous and asynchronous. So we have to upload the sound video so the student can access, and we can make a forum. So the student, if the student have a question, we can create the FN frequent answer. Yeah, we can make also the video to answer all the question. And for assessment, based on my experience here, we don't change any assessment. So in practice, we have to conduct the assessment based on our teaching plan. So only the way how to deliver the lecture to the student. That is my just share the experience from here.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Verda. That's the alternative assessment. Okay, now in this second term for the question and answer sessions, I would like to invite you, if you are going to ask directly through this Zoom, maybe 2 or 3 persons from you, you may raise your hand. Or you can use Bahasa Indonesia and we are going to translate it into English. Please, Bapak dan Ibu, monggo. Jika ingin bertanya langsung, kami berikan kesempatan 3 penanya jika ada. Alright, so I think we go to the end of the panel session. Before we close this panel session, I'd like to read the summary of these panel sessions. The first is, yes, the collaboration among universities is very important. So we can collaborate with the high-ranked university. And then the new formulation can be discussed between the university who need the good new formulation to conduct the collaboration. And then internship for the students who are going to conduct the internship in industry. It's a very great chance for the students. The students can get the experience from the industry itself. And Forum Human Capital Indonesia is very helpful. They can help the students who are going to do the internship in the industry and also the enterprises or BUMN. So this is the strategy to implement the independent campus, independent learning, or Campus Merdeka and Merdeka Belajar. So thank you very much for Dr. Farid and Insinyur Edi, Bapak. Terima kasih. Thank you very much for your time. And now please, Mr. Imam, I go back to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Bu Lulu. Terima kasih. Yeah, that's all for today's webinar. And before we close the program, I would like to remind to all of you, to all the participants who have joined in today's webinar, please fill the questionnaire, and all of you can check the link of the questionnaire in your own chat room. And by filling the questionnaire, we will automatically send the e-certificate for each of you. Okay, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, we believe that opportunities should be made and changes should be pursued. By the completion of this program, we all hope that you all have gained insightful and enlightening experience. Thank you for the time spent by our speakers, Bapak Farid and Bapak Edi. Thank you so much. Terima kasih. And also, we like to say thank you for all of the participants, vice rectors that have joined. Okay. Okay, thank you so much. Enjoy your day and see you next time. Goodbye. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam. Terima kasih.
Terima kasih, Pak Farid.
Salam kenal, Pak Edi.
Terima kasih.